Before we start, if you enjoy this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. And let's jump right in. GTA Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, is officially announced. So, essentially, this is from the Rockstar website. The reason that they're launching this game is for the 20th anniversary since the original release of Grand Theft Auto 3.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So they're doing it to celebrate Grand Theft Auto 3, and they decided that because 3 is like
Iconic.
iconic, but not only that, Vice City and San Andreas are all within that.
But it set the tone for
Yes.
the future games.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely. Every game has been built off of what 3 did because before that, 2 and 1, they were like top down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Grand Theft Auto 3 was an incredible game.
So the definitive edition is going to be a remake of 3, or sorry, a remaster of 3. The Vice City, which was my favorite because I loved the 80s
Yeah,
environment, and San Andreas, which I believe is most people's favorite.
it is.
Yeah.
And to be honest, after 3 and Vice City, I had already been kind of a little bit burnt out, so I never got San Andreas. So I hope to give it a try.
Yeah.
And especially since it's definitely more, what's it called? Story intensive?
Yes. Yeah. It's more like the newer ones.
Yes.
As far as the story goes.
Yeah.
So let me read this real quick. In honor of the upcoming anniversary, today we are excited to announce all 3 games will be coming to current generation platforms later this year. Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, the Definitive Edition for PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and the Rockstar Games launcher on PC. Grand Theft Auto the Trilogy will feature across-the-board upgrades, including graphical improvements, modern gameplay enhancements for all 3 titles, while still maintaining the classic look and feel of the originals. We're extremely excited to share more about these groundbreaking titles in the coming weeks. Stay tuned. Now, this is an interesting part. To prepare for
It's
launch,
not interesting. It's terrible.
we will begin removing existing versions of the classic titles from digital retailers next week. So what does that mean?
Actually, now that I think about it, at first I thought it was terrible, but I'm wondering in terms of what that means. Does that mean it's only not available to people that want to purchase it? So you can't purchase the old versions, but people that own the old versions, because I believe I still own GTA 3 on iOS.
Okay.
Are
still going to be able to play it?
if they're still able to play it. I wonder if that's the case.
I would assume so. Because if you paid for it, you should be able to download it and play it whenever you want.
Yeah, but if they were to remove it from, let's say, remove an owned copy, kind of like didn't Blizzard do that with Warcraft 3?
No, you could still download the old client and log in.
Okay,
yeah. But it was
somewhere. Something happened where like they replaced the old game and it's like you were just forced to play the new game. People were like upset about that. Where was that?
I don't know.
I want to blame Blizzard.
Blizzard, they allow you to play the old client.
Okay.
Yeah, you can still download the old client.
Then an example of that, but no, as long as it's not like that, then that's cool.
Yeah,
That sounds right. That's what happened with Final Fantasy. The iOS versions, all the old versions were removed, and now it's the new versions.
Yeah. So
here's the thing, though. You won't be able to play the older versions if you already own them going forward with newer hardware because they're not going to update them.
No.
They're not going to update them to the newer firmware.
Yeah.
So you're screwed no matter what. And
Yeah.
that's why I hate mobile gaming. Done.
Yeah. Yeah. But my question is there any classic versions on console stores that they're
Of
going to
GTA?
that they're going to be taking down?
I don't
Or is it
think
just mobile?
I think it's just mobile, which
Okay.
makes the most sense because the ones on classic consoles, they're already kind of like made for the store. This is
Yeah.
its own kind of separate game.
Okay.
So that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. And also, after I read all those consoles, it is coming out on iOS and Android as well. So that
That's what we were just talking
Yeah.
about.
yeah, but I didn't mention it explicitly.
Oh,
so
pardon.
I want to mention that explicitly. Okay. So yeah, there you have it. Trilogy is confirmed. So if you were looking forward to that, I'm gonna replay Vice City because I'm it was an iconic game for me. So, hey everyone, thanks for listening to this episode of Games I Speak. If you liked the episode, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.